And we're waiting. Welcome to Bob and Brad, and we are not Bob and Brad.
Clearly.
Hello, everyone. Come on in. I'm going to pop this up a little bit. Well, today's topic is healthy snacks.
Healthy snacks on the go.
And we got Jordan here. Jordan, you want to tell your background again for new people?
For sure. Yeah. So I'm a nutritional health coach. My master's in nutrition, and I've worked in the fitness nutrition industry for the past 10 years.
So today we have numerous low carb options. No, not low carb, just numerous snacks. Sorry.
Whole food. We could say whole food.
Whole food.
Clean eating options.
Healthy snacks that you can have. Yes. So we're going to kind of break it down into categories for you. So the first category is going to be low carb options or ketogenic friendly snacks. Jordan, you have experience working with clients with this, correct?
With keto diet? I do, yes.
Well, anyone can eat any of these foods.
Oh, yeah.
By the way.
You don't have to be on a keto diet to eat the snacks that we're going to talk about first. So,
the first one we're going to talk about is Parm Crisps. Some of you might have had these. They're in most stores everywhere. This just happens to be the pizza flavor. So do you want to tell people what this is?
So Parm Crisp is basically just cheese that's baked.
Yeah.
And it kind of is like cracker-like, sort of. I guess you kind of get that feel for it.
Yeah, they're thin, crunchy, and they're different flavors. This is pizza flavor, but they're called Parm Crisp because it's Parmesan cheese.
Yes. So without having like any sort of like flour or fillers or binders or things like that, you can get, if you are following a low carb diet, you can kind of get that crunchy, like cracker chip, like, feel without the extra flours.
Yeah, I will admit when you're on keto, you don't get a lot of crunch sensation unless it's like a hard vegetable. Like this one, for the whole container, there's 6 grams of carbs.
Yeah.
It's 290 calories, but they're each, if you've never seen them, they're just little round, thin. Mm-hmm. They're crunchy. This one they have so many flavors. They have original, cheddar, sour cream, and onion, jalapeno, pizza, or sesame. I have never had the pizza ones. I am now. You want to try one?
I do.
Actually, pretty good.
Do you have another favorite flavor from up there? I've only had the jalapeno, which I love. Original. I think that's it.
I've only had original. I like these ones versus a few other brands. It's not like they're not good. Like there's cheese wisps and there's another one. I just like the round little circles of these ones personally. It's just a preference thing. You can eat them plain. You can put them on salads. Eat them however you want. They just give you a crunchy, cheesy texture. When you get them on Amazon, you actually get a 2-pack, 2 9.5-ounce bags. This is only a 1.75-ounce bag. So your bag's going to be a lot bigger than this one. This is just one we found locally. So you're going to get a big bag of them. The price is $24.88, but you're getting like 5-6 times as much as this. So you're buying in bulk on Amazon if you're getting them there. We have links down below if you're watching somewhere else. But it's, bulk buying, you typically get more for the price. So these are gluten-free, sugar-free, low-carb friendly, non-GMO, Atkins-friendly, low sugar, and they are a decent amount of protein and fat in each serving. This whole container is 20 grams of fat and 24 grams of protein. I mean, I probably wouldn't eat this much cheese in one sitting.
And I don't know about you, but like I can overeat snacks. Don't get me wrong, but these I can't. Like I get to a certain amount where it's because they're rich. I don't know. That's a good way to put it. So
I'll have like a handful. Like I won't I'll typically eat them when I'm eating something else.
Correct, yeah.
I don't have a lot of snack foods in my house because I tend to overeat snacks. Yeah, that's just the way I am. So these are baked in small batches. They're not fried, so you don't have to worry about any oils. There's no artificial growth hormones used in the cheese they use, no added flavors, colors, or preservatives. And I think they even have different sizes, so you can buy like individual sizes, I think, as well.
I believe so.
So you can get all different options. Does anyone have any questions on Parm Crisps? I'm not seeing any.
I don't think so.
You seeing any, Danny? I'm not in the chat option. Oh, there we go. We got some there. Okay, but what about beef jerky? We do have beef jerky coming up.
2 different options.
Yeah, 2 different options as well. Yep. So This is just parm crisp, good option. It's basically just baked cheese. Oh, Danny asked a question.
Someone's asking if we could just explain keto.
If we can explain keto. Ketogenic is a state your body goes into when your carbohydrates are really low. So instead of running off of carbs and glucose, you run off of ketones. The most of your food comes from fat and protein and not carbohydrates. I'm actually on a keto diet. I've done it in the past, took a break, went back to it. My body just works better on keto, so that's why I do it. I'm not saying it works for everyone, but it's just kind of how I function the best. So, yeah. I'm not going to get super detailed. Do you want to say anything else about it?
No, because that could be we could get off on too long of a side tangent.
Yeah, I need keto stuff.
Yes.
But so you can eat this on any diet. You don't have to be on keto, but it's just keto. Oh, another question. Yes.
Are the parm crisps very salty? The wisps are too salty.
Are the parm crisps salty? They're salty to a point.
Well, because there's Parmesan cheese. Any cheese is salty, but I don't know what the sodium content is.
If you're looking at sodium, this whole bag has 670 milligrams. So this whole thing which isn't too bad. If you're looking at per serving, which is half a bag, it's 380. If you're on keto anyway, you typically need your electrolytes more than not keto people. So, But yeah, these are parm crisps. Any questions, we can go back to them. Okay. We're going to move on to another, obviously low carb or keto friendly option, or any option, is the Epic bars. Mm-hmm. So to not get confused, they're called Epic bars, but it's actually just like jerky. It's not it's shaped like a bar, but it's not like a food bar. It's just pretty much meat.
Meat, yeah.
They like this one. So they have lots of different flavors and styles. This is chicken sriracha, so this is a little different. Jordan's actually holding the stick version, which is slightly different. That one is venison.
A little thinner, too.
We also have Wagyu. Is that how you say that?
It is.
Wagyu beef. It's just a type of cow. They have turkey. They have fish. So they're all different types of meats, and some of them have different things added to them. So they're a protein-filled snack you can bring with you anywhere. You can have them in hot or cold, like in your car. They're not going to wreck. Like some of these other bars we're going to talk about, you don't want to have in the heat because they will melt on you. They have ingredients like chicken, beef, venison, like we said. Keto-friendly, Whole30 friendly if you're on that diet, gluten-free, paleo friendly. I don't know. You have anything else to really add on them?
I guess the sourcing of them too, because this is meat, is quality sourcing. So when we're talking about the beef bars, not specifically the chicken, but like the beef, the bison, all of that, grass-fed and grass-finished. So good quality sourcing on the meat.
This brand Epic also makes things like bone broths. They also make, what else? They have other options of stuff they make too. I can't think off the top of my head, but they have like 5 or 6 different other things they make. Prices on these bars, it's $30 for 12 bars, or if you're doing a stick, it's $20 for a 10 count. So you'll get it in like a bigger box, and then they're all individually wrapped. I just picked these up at a local store. You can typically find them most places, but they have some interesting flavors. They also have variety packs. So their variety pack actually has beef sea salt, they have pepper beef, jalapeno, they have chicken sriracha, and venison. Mm-hmm. Another question
about the beef sticks from someone on Amazon. Are they anti-inflammatory?
Are beef sticks anti-inflammatory? Well, meat is typically not pro-inflammatory unless you have a lot of sugar added to it, and they're low on carbs, so they're not going to cause inflammation. These are from typically pasture-raised beef as well, so they're going to have a more balanced omega-3 to omega-6 fatty profile ratio. So they're a cleaner version of jerky, essentially.
Yes. We should mention, too, these ones that we're holding up, these smaller ones, less protein. These are just a smaller bar in general. So these are going to give you like 6, did you say 6? 6 grams of protein. This one has 8 grams of protein.
Has, 6 grams.
And these are going to be a little bit more complete, a little bit more filling, but not a huge difference. The texture is way different. I've had both of them before.
Yeah.
This is softer.
Some of them they add things to, like some of them will have cranberries or I should say craisins. They're dried. But like this chicken one has sea salt, dried garlic, crushed red pepper, paprika, celery powder, dried onion, red pepper, black pepper, cumin, oregano. So it doesn't have like artificial ingredients or whole food ingredients. This has 100 calories per serving. It has 5 grams of fat, 11 grams of protein. So they're just a good snack to bring with you anywhere, I would say. I like the sticks better than the bars, but maybe that's just me.
I do too.
These remind me more.
Texture-wise.
These remind me more of just a jerky strip.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the flavors I've had are kind of dry. Like I've really needed to have some water to have with them.
Like the turkey with dried cranberries and almonds.
I was like, oh, this is kind of hard. The sticks, I prefer the sticks. You can order either. There's not a right or wrong, but they just have numerous options. So.
Yep.
Any questions on the Epic brand bars or beef sticks? Or venison or fish? Nothing?
Nope.
Okay.
Move on.
We will go on to some more beef jerky. These are actually Chomp's grass-fed beef sticks. So these are individually wrapped. They come in a whole box. For a 10-pack, it is $19 to $22 on Amazon. You can buy them in some stores. I've even seen Walmart carry smaller ones of them now. But these are the Walmart ones are smaller. They're like this long. But this one is a lot longer. They have different flavors. So they have, they have cranberry habanero beef, Italian style beef, original. These are just original. Mm-hmm. They have jalapeno beef, jalapeno turkey, pepperoni turkey, sea salt beef, turkey, and venison. So they have tons of options. You can get which ones you like. Obviously, depending upon the meat, it's going to be more fat or protein depending upon which source you get. They are dairy-free, soy-free, nut-free, gluten-free, sugar-free. Obviously, it's a beef stick, but it doesn't have additives. If you pick up jerky in the store or convenience store, I mean, you can tell them all the different ingredients are on those.
And just the preservatives to be able to preserve meat on the shelf. If you go and look at just like a conventional one, it's going to have sodium nitrate or nitrite in it, MSG in it. These are going to use other sources, just natural herbs to help to preserve it. So
and it's 100% grass-fed beef, like we said earlier. Each stick has about 9 grams of protein. They're pretty low in sodium, low in fat. Is that one low in fat?
I think 6 grams. So,
6 grams of fat. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Low carb, sugar-free, roughly 90 calories per serving.
9 grams of protein. 9, not 90. 9 grams.
That'd be a very protein dense beef stick. So just a grass-fed Chomp's beef stick. They make good quality. There's other good beef jerky options out there as well, but this is just a.
Now you kind of know what to look for, though, is making sure, like ingredient-wise. That's what I always look at. Not even like, I don't know. For me, when I'm picking up a packaged snack, I just scan right over the nutrition facts and I go right to the ingredients and see what they put in it.
Yeah, you want to make sure you can read them.
And it's just foods that you would normally eat. So yeah.
Like this beef stick from Epic brand, ingredients: beef, honey, sea salt, black pepper, garlic powder. Like I could read everything. It's not dehydrogenated something. So, any questions on any of those so far? So we went over the Parm Crisps. We went over the Epic beef sticks or bars, and we also went over some of the Chomp's beef sticks. No questions on any of those? Oh, we got a few down there. Go plant-based, Parm Crisp, very salty. We'll be covering vegan options in a bit, actually.
Yes, we're kind of covering the whole spectrum for everybody's dietary preferences.
So our last one here is the last keto one. These are called Perfect Keto Bars. So I have them right here. These are one of the older keto making bar companies. They've been around for a long time. They're very clean compared to some of the other ones. There are some newer companies coming out that make pretty quality ones, but this one, if I look at the ingredient list, it's almond butter, soluble tapioca fiber, grass-fed collagen, cacao powder, cashews, MCT oil. Like I can read everything on here, and they have lots of different flavors. So these are. You don't want to leave them where it's too warm. So if it's warm in your house or you have a hot car, do not leave them in there. They will melt because they have MCT powder or MCT oil in it. So if you don't know what that is, it's coconut oil. So it's just going to melt and become very soft. I actually leave them in the freezer most of the time, and I'll just eat them kind of hard. They make tons of flavors. So they have almond butter brownie, banana bread, birthday cake, chocolate chip cookie dough, cinnamon roll. That's what this is. I like cinnamon roll a lot. They have lemon poppy seed, peanut butter, chocolate chip, salted caramel, and variety. I've had lemon poppy seed as well, and that's pretty good. Okay. It's just whatever flavor you like. And they're also eaten with stevia. Oh, question, yes.
Question's from Nicole on YouTube. And it could be referring to the beef sticks or the bars, but my question is more so on the sodium content. What is considered acceptable? So many have a high content.
It's hard to say an acceptable level, like in a general sense, because everybody is so different. And then it also depends upon what else you're eating in your diet. Somebody who's following more of a whole foods diet, which is really what we're promoting with these packaged snacks, is whole foods eating. You eat a lot of fresh things at home. I tend to never worry about sodium in that case because you're going to probably be under eating versus overeating.
Yeah, if you're eating whole foods, there's no sodium in whole foods.
No.
If you're eating something processed, there's probably sodium.
Which these are technically, but I wouldn't, for as far as like what's an acceptable level, like what's in what we've showed already would definitely by far be acceptable unless you're going out every single meal and you have no control over your sodium in your diet.
I mean, if your physician tells you to eat lower sodium options, then you don't have to pay much more attention to these things. Right. But like someone that's active, like me, I typically notice when my sodium is low, so I normally have to compensate with more salt in my diet, but I'm also like running a lot now, so that's why. Anyway, back to perfect keto bars. So there's no fillers or additives, 0 sugar, only 3 grams of net carbs per bar. The whole bar itself has, let's see, how many carbs? 12 grams of carbs, 9 grams of fiber. So they're pretty good for keto options. That's 220 calories. I mean, they're more of a fat bar, I would say. So they have 11 grams of protein, but they have 17 grams of fat. I personally eat a lot of I get enough protein in, so I'm not concerned about it. There's some days I actually need to get more fat in being on keto than protein, so that's what I like these for, or just something that tastes different. Because when you eat whole foods, you get nothing like sweet tasting unless you have like berries. So, anyway, these are sold in a 12-count pack. You get a whole box of them. $28 to $34 depending upon which flavor you get. Some are much more popular than others. So. Any questions on the keto bar? Or anything we've talked about so far?
No.
Nothing? Danny, we didn't start a timer today either. We're in trouble. Uh-oh. All right, we are switching categories now. So what was this category?
I think we're moving more into vegan. But again, even though they are vegan approved, like some of these will be keto friendly, some will be paleo friendly. But if there are any vegans kind of listening in and looking for some like healthy snacks on the go, these would all be vegan approved now.
Some of them are.
Some are.
They're everyone approved if you just eat whatever.
Correct. Yes. So there's lots of different flavors. These are kind of like a healthy, clean trail mix. So a lot of like trail mixes or mixes on the market are going to be covered and filled with bad oils and sugar and all sorts of stuff like that. So these have a variety of like nuts and seeds and dried fruits and dried coconut, but they're more like raw versus covered in sugar and all that. So.
These are called Gorilla Goods.
I forgot to even mention what we were talking about.
Gorilla Goods Organic Trail Mix. So I think you got the variety pack.
I did. I did.
Some of them vary depending upon what's in them. So some of them will be higher carb, some of them will be lower carb. They're all clean ingredients. Like this one, I'll just take for an example, has organic pumpkin seeds, organic kale, organic tamari. What's tamari?
Are you?
Tamari? Tamari.
Tamari, yeah.
Tamari. I don't know what that one is. Organic onion, organic yeast, cayenne, and they are soaked and sprouted. So this one's actually pretty keto friendly, actually.
Mm-hmm. Some are, some aren't. Yeah.
But yeah, these are more. A lot of the things we're talking about today are convenient snacks. obviously, because someone's asking about, yes, you can buy hard-boiled eggs or just have nuts or leftovers
100%.
as snacks. That's completely fine. These are things for people on the go or people that necessarily don't have time or meal prep as much. These are just some options you can buy. Or if you're traveling, bring with you, which I bring some of these keto ones with me when I'm traveling.
And I always, in the nutrition industry, I'm always promoting whole foods first, always over anything like this. But
yeah,
the fact of the matter is our lifestyles are not always conducive to that.
Mhm.
And you're better off having some of these things at your disposal than traveling and then stopping at a gas station and there's no choices.
and you're just super hungry.
And then you make dumb decisions.
Yeah, happened to me before in the past. So
Yes.
become prepared. So yes, these are different options, vegan-friendly, paleo certified snacks. You get 12 little servings like this per container. They're great for, so the flavors, Hillside Trail Hike are both keto-friendly. This one is.
And I have the trail one in my hand.
Coast is.
This one.
Oh.
I have Coast.
And then there's a Baja one too. So these are all organic, raw, vegan, non-GMO, gluten-free, nutrient-dense snacks. Whole food options, just basically have some seasonings to give it some good flavor.
Mm-hmm.
USDA certified organic as well. So, don't think much. It just talks about how they kind of make them. They have whole fruits, nuts, soaked and sprouted to activate the nutritional value. Made in small batches and dehydrated at low temperatures to preserve as much nutrients. Dehydrated is going to be a lot better than fried in any type of oil.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with nuts, you want to read if they're roasted or not, and if they're dry roasted or not. Some of them cook them in some weird oils you probably don't want to consume. So it's good to look for dry roasted options or raw options as well. Obviously, it's going to have a different flavor if it's raw versus roasted. But so that's $30 for a 12-pack of these. I think you can. I haven't seen these in stores, have you?
I have like health food specialty type stores. Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
I think they only kind of sell them in little packs like this, don't they? Or do they have big bags?
I've never seen them in anything other than this.
Yeah,
that
on
doesn't mean
Amazon
that's
I've only seen
the case.
I mean, it is more convenient. You can just grab it and go.
And nuts
pre-measure.
we can easily overeat too.
Oh yeah.
So I would need this serving size because otherwise I would eat too much.
Get in a package when you buy. If you're talking about the grilly goods, you get 12 of these per pack. So it's $30. So what is that?
Less than $3.
Yeah,
package.
2 something, which is for nuts. These
Very
are primarily
reasonable.
nuts. It's a pretty reasonable rate for pricing.
Yeah.
So okay, next keto or not? I keep saying keto.
We're on vegan now.
We're on vegan options. The next vegan option. This is a keto option as well.
Actually, it is. It's very keto friendly. That's a lot of them like cross category, but kale chips we have actually. So
kale chips.
Yeah, have you had these before?
I have not.
Okay.
I've had a kale chip and not those ones. So these are dehydrated, so not fried again. Kale chips dried, blended with organic seeds, vegetable powders, juices, herbs, and spices.
And if you've ever had kale chips, like made them at home, and I don't know if you've done that, but I've definitely made kale chips at home. You have to kind of eat them right away because otherwise they get kind of soggy after they sit there. These are like crunchy, like chip-like, and they stay that way because they're coated in like seasonings. Yeah.
A lot of these things you can like try making yourself, which you can, but it's very putsy. Like I find I'm not a big kale person in general, so I'm probably not gonna make kale chips. If someone gave me some of those and I was hungry,
eat it.
I mean, I'd eat them. But a lot of these things are things you can definitely make them your own way, and they'd be healthy. But these are just convenient options. 'Cause most people honestly aren't gonna probably make them themselves.
No.
Or they're not gonna have time. So these are vegetarian, vegan technically, gluten-free, non-GMO.
Come in a lot of different flavors. The kale chips, we have the nacho flavor right here. They have an original and they have a ranch, as far as I know, with the kale chips. Super nutrient dense snack as opposed to some other things that we'll talk about here in a little bit, but chock full of calcium, iron, potassium, vitamin A, get your complete daily value plus some of vitamin K. So you get a little bit more nutrient density in this snack versus, some of the crackers we're going to talk about in a minute here.
This is like 260 calories for the whole
entire bag.
bag.
I wouldn't recommend eating that whole bag though. There's going to be a lot of fiber, and it's just
Well, 6 grams of fiber total. That's not too bad.
In the whole bag is
Yeah.
all? Really? Oh well, I still.
I mean,
don't
you
know.
can
would
still
eat. There's quite a bit in there. And if you think about dehydrating kale, that's a lot of kale that they started with to get down.
Yeah, when you cook
that.
spinach or kale or any leaf, it shrinks a
Yeah.
lot. I don't want to stick my finger in here, but that's the preservative thing. So yeah, it's just dehydrated. I'm sure it's got a lot of crunch.
Look very appetizing in there, but
So
they're good. I like them.
So the Rhythm Company also makes other type of dehydrated vegetables. So they make beet chips and carrot sticks I've seen as well. So those are some other options if you're looking for some dried vegetables to bring. This is $13.71 for the bag. They also make small individual bags. You can buy 8 100-calorie packs. If you're on Amazon Live or checking it out, that's actually what we have selected there is their individual bags. So it's kind of like a small chip bag, what you'd have.
Mm-hmm.
But, it tastes pretty good.
I know, right? For a kale chip?
Are those just plain?
No, these are nacho.
Oh, okay. I was going to say they have a little flavor to it.
To me, they're better than the plain ones. That's why
I would.
these, but
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think I
These and
like
the ranch
just
are good.
salty kale.
that's why we went with this flavor.
Yeah.
Pretty good though, isn't it?
Yeah, Rhythm Organic Kale Chips. Zesty nacho flavor.
I like using these a lot for travel too, when I know I'm not going to have a lot of vegetables accessible.
Yeah, and these would stay well in your
Mhm.
car or heat or cold.
Yeah.
They're not going to get goopy on you. I would say the grilly goods would travel well too.
Yeah.
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 All right.
Move
Next,
on.
we're going on to Bubba's Nana Chips.
And I think this could still be, I don't know if this is vegan actually. We might be moving on to just general healthy snack category now.
I don't see any animal product in this one.
Yeah.
These are either vegetable or vegan friendly.
They're for sure vegetarian. No, these are vegan.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're paleo, gluten-free, vegan-friendly type things. So these are Nana chips. So it's green Saba bananas they use. So they're not really sweet, are they?
No, not at all. You should open it up and try it. Well, you're keto, so you
Well, I
can't
could have
eat these.
one.
But
They're different flavors we have here too. So we got nacho, and Grand Garlic Parm.
Blazing Buffalo.
So yeah, they're
a savory banana chip. So if you've ever had banana chips, I would never compare it to a banana chip. I don't love banana chips myself. These sweet. I do like because they're like a savory, salty snack versus they're not sweet at all. If you can't.
Bob and Brad are watching and commented.
Oh, they
Out
did?
of your snacks that you're presenting, what is your favorite one? The beef jerky, Bob. Come on. I don't know what yours is. What's your favorite?
My favorite? Well, we haven't touched it. I always have these in my house because they're versatile. But taste wise, I really like those kale chips, but I'm a weirdo. So
pretty high fat on the kale chips. Where are the kale chips? 18 grams of fat.
But
because
it's coming from, I think, sunflower seeds. Right? Or sesame seeds? Sunflower. That's the second ingredient.
The sunflower
that's where it's
seeds
coming from. So good whole food sourcing of fat. So I don't worry about that personally.
No, yeah.
I think that's good.
Yeah, it's just a plant. I mean, what is that? Monounsaturated fat?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're concerned about saturated fats. Anyway, back to Bubba's. So these have 4 different. Oh, there's another flavor. Oh, just sea salt. We don't have the sea salt ones here. So when we ordered these, it is $21 to $25, and you get 6 of them. So we have 6 of these now. Jordan's going to be eating a lot of nanas.
Mm-hmm. And there's 2.5 servings in each of these bags. So
yeah,
you get pretty good amount for.
They're savory plantains full of gut-healthy prebiotic, and they're low on the glycemic index if you are concerned about that.
So you can maybe eat 2.
Oh, 2, and I want you to
won't affect your blood sugar. Yeah. Right? They're like, not at all taste like banana.
No, they're not sweet at all.
Mm-mm.
That's weird.
So if you have if you're trying to eat more whole foods and you're really craving like a chip, this is a really good go-to.
Yeah, if you want something sweet, don't eat these.
No.
You'd want other banana. Yeah, because when you ordered them, I thought, I'm getting a very slight banana taste at the end, but it's not really. It's not sweet.
No.
That's the plantain. Can I explain the difference between a plantain and a sweet banana?
Do I want to explain the difference? Not really, because I don't know. I do know. I can
They're
tell you
not
about
sweet and they're lower on the glycemic index. Isn't the plantain just kind of like a green banana?
Yes, which if you go to the store and actually eat a green banana, that you're going to get the prebiotics like you do in plantains. I can tell you that much. I know.
Okay.
Which prebiotics just have less of an impact on your blood sugar then.
Yeah. So, per serving is half a cup. So there's 2.5 servings per bag. It's 14 grams of carbs. Where if you're eating a banana, it's going to be like almost 30 grams of carbs for like a medium large banana. Ooh, question. Which one?
Lee from Amazon asking about the sodium content.
Which one, Lee? This one, the sodium is 210 milligrams per half a cup on the bananas.
And some of them, they vary. These are both 180, so a little bit less. So it varies on flavor.
Yeah, these are seasoned to be tasty like a chip, not sweet. So yeah, there's a little sodium in them. But
they're like good clean ingredients. Like for example,
it's sea salt is what it's coming from. There's olive oil, paprika, mustard, chipotle, tomato powder, chili, garlic. I mean, you can read every ingredient.
It's made with coconut oil, we should say too. It's not made with vegetable oil or canola oil, or it's made with good clean oil as well.
Yeah, and coconut oil can cook well versus like olive oil you can't really cook with.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, they're 9 grams of fat, 14 grams of carbs, 1 gram of fiber, 3 grams of protein per serving, 2.5 servings per bag. You get 6 bags in a variety pack, $25. I've seen them at my co-op too, so you can always go there if you want to try them. You know, it's hard to buy in bulk when you've never tried something before.
It didn't seem like you cared much for that Bubba chip. What was the flavor? Did you make a weird face?
I'm not gonna lie, the kale chips had a really good flavoring, and this wasn't. You know, when your palate's not cleaned and you go from one to another.
Let me see these.
I need to clean. It wasn't what I was expecting. I'm expecting a sweet banana chip. You know,
I gotta go in with the.
If I had to pick, I would eat the kale ones actually, but that's a nacho flavor too. It might just be because I still have the other nacho flavor in my mouth, so maybe I'll try one at the end again and let you know. I
like them.
I was more surprised. All right, now we're switching to. I guess these are just healthy snack options. It's not really a category. We're switching to the Simple Mills almond flour crackers. So, You want to start talking about those?
Yes. So, crackers are a tough one to find like a good clean, and that's one of the most common questions.
I see Ritz and Club and saltines and
those have gone out the wayside now. So, Simple Mills crackers. They are made with a nut and seed flour blend, so you're going to be completely gluten-free. You're not going to have any wheat flour in it. This is made with almond flour, sunflower seeds, and flax seeds as the base, and then some tapioca and cassava flour, and then just some seasoning. So good, clean cracker option.
Yeah, and they have options, so like you can get like a huge bag, like this box could be filled with one big bag, or we actually have the individual servings. So depending upon what you get, it's $18 to $28. Everyone keeps asking me about sodium, so the small bag has 140 milligrams of sodium. If you're curious, 14 carbs, 1 gram of fiber, 2 grams of protein, 7 grams of fat. Whole ingredient foods again. I'll put up to the screen.
Read them all.
You can see the list right there. They're pretty clean ingredients. I can say every word. Well, unless it's some weird type of herb I might not know, but
rosemary. You know that one?
I can say rosemary. Yeah.
Lots of flavors too. And Simple Mills is just a good, clean company. Honestly, I could call them out for that. They have baking mixes. A ton of different stuff, and they focus on good, clean, whole food ingredients.
So they make bread mixes, pancake mixes, and they have like some baked
pizza crust. That's my favorite.
They have baked goods too. Like I think they're actually pre-made. Like you just eat it. These are gluten-free though. So if you have gluten intolerance, these are gluten-free crackers, non-GMO, grain-free, corn-free, paleo-friendly, and plant-based. So.
And a lot cleaner than a lot of the other gluten-free cracker options on the market, because there are a lot of those now, and not so good.
Asking about how much sodium in the Nana chips. The Nana chips, I did say
Those
that.
vary anywhere from 180 milligrams per serving up to 210.
And the serving is
Half a cup.
Yeah, there's 2.5 servings per container. So that's how much sodium is in that. It didn't sound. Oh, we already read that comment.
Yep.
Any questions on any of these? So this is kind of the vegan friendly, low carb era.
Nothing.
Nothing much. All right, these ones I've never heard of. This is
No?
all Jordan.
Okay.
These are called Lesser Evil No Cheese Paleo Puffs. So is this like a cheese puff?
This is like a healthy Cheeto.
Oh,
Cheese puff.
healthy
Yeah.
Cheeto.
Let's open them so they can see what it looks like. That's literally what it looks
They
like.
don't have a cheat on it, though.
Like that. You
Oh.
probably can't eat these either, Mike.
There's no orange dust. Would you get more stuff I could eat?
Right? Yeah, now this is moving into more my category. He picked out the beginning snacks. I kind of picked out the ending ones. So this would be, a replacement for like a cheese puff of some sort. They don't actually have any cheese in it at all. So definitely could eat this on a vegan diet. Don't quote me. Yes, vegan.
Yeah,
Vegan
plant-based.
approved. So what do they use instead of cheese? They use, I think, nutritional yeast in this to give it like a cheesy flavor, and then just some seasonings. So again, when you're trying to follow more of a whole foods diet, which I've been following for 10 plus years, I follow more of a paleo-ish style diet. I make this a little bit more keto, but for me, having like a crunchy, salty snack sometimes, because you can only eat so many vegetables and raw nuts.
Once in a while, it's nice to have something different, because if I'm being honest, I eat a lot of meat and eggs and yogurt and stuff, and I eat, some vegetables and berries, but that's it. I don't get a lot of different textures and flavors. I don't mind it, but having something that's crunchy or different than what you normally have is kind of nice once in a while.
Yeah.
Like I would say like 5% of my diet is something processed like these.
Yeah.
And like 95% is just real foods.
Right. But I feel like you can stick to a lifestyle diet preference longer if you just find some of these things to when it's
a convenient option that's not going to train wreck your eating strategy, basically, is what I would say.
And with these, kind of the same conversation we've been having with the rest of our snacks we've been featuring, good cleaning, like all recognizable ingredients. Whereas if you would flip over a bag of cheese
Doritos,
puffs, you'll never be able to even understand what any of the ingredients mean or have heard of them.
Yeah, read your Flaming Hot Cheetos bag.
Yeah, that's very scary. So
Danny's shaking his head over there.
And these are pretty good. You can't try them, but I mean, you probably
price is $21 to $37, but you get a ton when you order from Amazon. So you either get 24 1-ounce bags, which are like the small snack-sized bags.
Kind of like that. Are you trying to find the crackers?
Yeah, the cracker bag. I got them right here. So that'd be more like this size of a bag. Otherwise, you get 6 5-ounce bags. Is that a 5-ounce? Yeah,
this is 5-ounce. Which there's quite a few in here.
So you would get 6 of those for that price. So that's why it's kind of expensive. Gluten-free, non-GMO, grain-free, corn-free, paleo-friendly, plant-based. They're puffs like she said. Organic cassava. What's cassava? Do you know?
That's like a root vegetable.
Oh, well,
and it's made into a flour.
Oh, coconut flour and sweet potato is what it's made out of. So I can read all those. USDA organic, non-GMO verified. Like we said, grain-free,
flavors,
kosher, and vegan. Different flavors. So they got no cheese cheesiness.
That's this one.
They have Himalayan pink salt, salt, and apple cider vinegar. I've never heard of salt and apple cider vinegar. I'm assuming it's like salt and vinegar
Salt and vinegar chips.
And they have honey roasted. They're all going to vary upon nutrients. Carbs, proteins, fats, depending upon the flavor you get. But good option if you want a cheesy doodle, I guess.
Cheesy.
That's what I want. Paleo puffs. Cheesy doodles. All right. We're going to switch on to our last couple things here. I've actually had these before when I ate carbs, so I know both of these well.
Yes.
Well, I can still have the peanut butter. So we're switching.
They're kind of under the same category. But
yeah.
We'll talk about the RX bars.
Butter. Go to the bars. There we go.
Perfect. I promote these a ton. Why? Because once again, clean ingredients, bar on the go, good balance of macronutrients, and you can literally buy them anywhere.
And they have a crazy amount of flavors.
Yeah.
Like if you don't like one, just try something else.
Right.
You'll probably, when I ate them, I liked more of the fruity ones personally.
And I brought my favorite flavor today, vanilla almond.
Yeah, that one was good. I liked, like I used to eat the blueberries, raspberry ones. So these are, I mean, if you buy them in the store, they're going to be different prices. They range from $27 or $36 on Amazon. The ones, if you're on there, we have a variety pack. So if you want to try a bunch of different flavors, it's typically more money for a variety pack. Otherwise, you can get just a single flavor if you want. So it's simple, real food ingredients, no gluten, no added sugar, no BS, as it says on there. So it's Paleo and Whole30 approved. So I could read the flavors, but they got chocolate sea salt, blueberry, coconut chocolate, peanut butter chocolate, peanut butter.
That's not even all of them, by the way.
Maple, yeah, these are just some. Maple sea salt, banana chocolate walnut, mixed berry, chocolate raspberry, vanilla almond. There's tons more.
Yes. And they put all of the ingredients right on the front of the package, which I love too. Very transparent company, which is why I tend to support them and feel okay eating these.
Someone was asking about how processed they are. So if you look at the ingredient list, it is dates, egg whites, almonds, cashews, vanilla bean, natural flavors, and sea salt. So they're not really that processed. If you make baked goods at home, you would put foods like this in it. You wouldn't be adding all these weird preservatives and stuff. So it's a whole food bar. I mean, these, depending on your flavor, they might melt if you leave them in a hot car.
The chocolate ones,
yeah,
100% do. Anything with the chocolate in it, I do not recommend taking on the go. I take these ones on the go, but yeah, I've definitely had that issue before.
So yeah, it's not. All of these flavors don't have a lot. Like their actual whole food ingredient bars are typically held together by a date or something like that. That's what holds them together. So, like the cheap granola bars use corn syrup typically, or agave or whatever they're using. This is that's why these are more money too, because they have whole ingredients compared to, your cheap Kellogg's granola bar or whatever. I don't even know who makes granola bars.
I don't know. I haven't bought a granola bar in so long.
Yeah, so these are the whole food bars. Sometimes they're in your cereal granola bar aisle. Sometimes they're in your health food aisle. But yeah, just a couple weeks ago, left one in my purse in my car.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll melt. Yeah.
And then you go to open it to eat it, and it's a mess.
So it's 210 calories for this one. They're going to vary. 8 grams of fat, 210 grams of sodium, 24 grams of carbs, 3 grams of fiber, and 12 grams of protein. These have more, so they have total sugars of 18 grams. This one does, not all of them do, but that's because it's dates. And
so it's no added.
No, it's not an added sugar. It's from the fruit, so it's fructose. So you don't have to worry. Would that technically be fructose still?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So
yeah, it's a totally different style of sugar than just getting processed stuff. But yeah, make them taste good if you're into that stuff.
And then this is the same brand. I just figured we'd feature one more of their products here. Again, you can obviously tell I really like the vanilla almond because I grabbed these from home.
They have lots of flavors of
tons
those
of
too,
flavors, but this is a nut butter. These are super great. They make containers of it too, but
yeah, they actually have small, normal peanut butter containers. They're more money, but if you're probably like Jordan or I, and you have problems eating out of a jar of peanut butter,
these are great.
Those are handy because you're limited.
And I love these for on the go. I'll take them hiking. I'll take them camping. I'll take them just what if I'm going to be gone from the house for the day. I eat them sometimes straight out of the package. Otherwise, they're super good, like with some fruit, apples, slices, or a banana or something like that.
I've had these before. I have another company one too, but I will take them if I'm traveling or something, because a lot of times if I'm places and I need something for me, because I eat more fats,
something like this.
Yeah, I need something like that just to bring with me. And it doesn't matter how hot or cold it is, they'll stay fine. I mean, it's going to be a little warmer, obviously.
It's actually better if they're warm, to be honest with you, because when it's been sitting in air conditioning now, it separates like all the like liquidy oils at the top and then drier nut butter at the bottom. So I sit and kind of like need it together, but
yeah.
They're better if they actually get a little bit warm.
Yeah, and these are a little different. So this isn't just nut butter. So this one has egg whites in it, dates, and nuts. So there's other things in there besides nut butter.
Give you a little higher protein content than if you were to just have this size of like another. Yeah, you're gonna get a little bit more protein because of the egg whites that you're adding in, and you get a little different flavor profile. It's a little bit sweeter because of the dates in there. So if you get a sweet tooth, this is a nice.
And they're just they're a nice different option. It's textured like peanut butter, but it doesn't taste like peanut butter. And some peanut. I mean, if you just buy straight up real peanut butter, it's fine. But a lot of peanut butters, even almond butters, they add a lot of crappy oils to them to preserve them. So look at the back of your peanut butters. Add a lot of what's the oil they always add?
It kind of varies on the company. Peanut oil, they do that.
Oh, I suppose.
Yeah.
Just look for ones that are straight up. But yeah, this one, almonds, egg whites, dates, coconut oil, sea salt, natural vanilla. It's literally the same thing as a bar. Just slightly, it's less carbs, and it's got some fiber in it. But yeah, no gluten-free, dairy-free, no artificial flavors, non-GMO ingredients. They're all going to vary. How many? Oh, there's the flavors. I wrote the flavors. So they have vanilla almond. They have honey, cinnamon peanut butter. They have just plain peanut butter, just plain almond butter. They have maple almond butter, chocolate peanut butter, coconut almond butter. And I found a pumpkin spice one, but they're out, so I'm guessing it's seasonal.
Yes.
I would like to try a pumpkin spice one.
It's pretty good.
I
think I've had all the flavors.
These are kind of keto friendly. Be 5 net carbs per serving. 9 grams protein.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just a nice little packet.
More so than these.
Any questions on any of these snacks we talked about today? So we got keto options, paleo, vegan, carnivore,
Whole 30.
All whole food snack options that are convenient for you to bring along. So,
not replacement for a good, clean, healthy, whole food diet, but
yeah, I wouldn't eat these
addition
all the time. Just throw them in once in a while. Oh, thanks, Danny. 46 minutes. What should we talk about? I don't think you just want to watch us eating all these snacks.
No, probably not.
What was it? What would be your favorite to bring with you? Like you always bring with you? Is it this?
I always have one of these.
Oh, the RX bars?
Yeah, I do. It's just a little bit more filling. I do keep an Epic bar around a lot. Like if you went into my work bag, I literally have one of each of these in there.
So always an Epic bar.
Always. Because they're just different depending upon what else I'm eating. Like this I just eat on its own because it's got pretty good macronutrient ratio. This one I might eat with something else.
JSC is asking about protein powder you'd recommend. We didn't have any today.
Yeah, we were kind of sticking more to like the snack category. Yeah. I feel like that would have been more in a supplement type.
We did do a supplement video where we talked about actually collagen powder of Vital
proteins.
Collagen powder. We'll see if Danny can send the link down below, Dixie. But it's it's made from bones essentially, but it's got a lot of protein in it. So people typically aren't allergic to it. Where they can be with certain plant proteins or whey proteins.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're looking for a protein powder, Vital collagen powder, they're plain. Chocolate, vanilla flavors, all very friendly, low sugars, typically 20 grams of protein per serving, which you have to read the scoop serving on the container, by the way. They can mislead you there a little bit. But yeah, so no powders today, but any other, surprisingly, I haven't bought kale in probably 10 years. When kale was hot, I was eating it for a while, and I really didn't like it, but these aren't bad.
Yeah.
I'll admit these are decent. I don't know about those nano chips, though. Those got me off a little. Let's see. Any other questions on any of these? I guess we could I think we'll just go over each category again and just say what was in that category that's friendly. So if we're talking about low carb, keto options. We have where's my other one?
These.
Yeah,
What's that?
Parm crisp. So the first one we talked about was Parm crisp. It's Parmesan cheese. It's dehydrated. It's dry. They're almost like a small cracker, but they're super low on carbohydrates. They have lots of different flavors. Pretty reasonable. Sold in most stores. All of these are clean whole food ingredients, typically anyway. Next up, we had the Epic brand bars. These are the bars. These are the sticks. They are just all a type of jerky. Ooh, we have a question.
Someone's wondering if you have any ideas for snacks for kids before we go back to school.
Ideas for snacks for kids. Well, any of these would work, but what do your kids like? Is a good question. I mean, if they're more...
All of these, it would be very...
If they're like
those
crackers...
Great size for sending off to kids. RX Bar makes a kids bar, specifically that's just smaller version of their regular bars.
The Really Good would be a good option too, a snack for kids, depending upon which flavor they like. They're mainly seeds, nuts. Some of them have dried fruit in them. That's a good option.
I don't know, like really any of these you couldn't give to kids, but
a beef stick would be fine. I mean, most kids aren't doing keto.
Probably not the keto bar.
The keto bar, but
you could put these like in a little baggie. Kids would like these. I know they do.
Yeah, the Paleo puffs. They make the small serving sizes as well. But yeah, good question. Good question. They have no allergies. Oh, a lot of these don't. You just kind of got to read the ingredient list, I guess, if you have nut allergies to some of them. Anyway, back to the keto-friendly options. So we had the Epic jerky or the Epic bars. We had the Chomps grass-fed beef. These are all grass-fed options. They all have... Chomps is all beef. Epic has lots of different styles.
These have turkey too.
Yeah, they have turkey. These has chicken, turkey, salmon, which is I've had the salmon ones. They're kind of weird.
I don't care for those. I leave those ones.
Don't have salmon jerky. It's not that great, but they just have a lot of options. We had the keto bars. This is specifically for someone on keto. It's got MCT oil in it, almond butter, grass-fed collagen, stuff like that. More of a fat-dense bar than anything. You want to keep these in a cooler environment. They will melt, by the way. So
then I think we moved on to more vegan-friendly options.
Vegan-friendly options are the kale chips, which Mike was surprised by. Rhythm brand also make carrot sticks and beet chips and probably other ones. Those are just what I've seen as well. But Rhythm seems like a bigger, better company, organic, animal-free, if you're into that.
Really good.
Really good.
Trail mix.
Lots of different varieties. You can buy variety packs, single pack, nuts, seeds, and dried fruit, basically, and some spices. So all that's in those. Then we went over the Nana chips.
Was that next?
So the Nana chips, like if you didn't watch it earlier, they're savory, not salty. They're made from plantains, so more green bananas, so they don't have a lot of sweet flavor. They have savory flavors.
Yes.
So blazing buffalo right there.
Buffalo, nacho, and garlic.
Yes. So more of a savory plantain chip, I guess. Why don't we go after that?
Did we maybe do these?
I guess I got scrolled on my list
puffs?
here.
Oh, no.
Oh, we did the almond crackers. So these are almond flour crackers, gluten-free, vegan-friendly options, whole food ingredients. They come in big bags or small serving bags like this on Amazon. I don't know what they had in the store when I was there. I saw they had it at my local co-op. But
typically just like a box.
Is it
smaller than that, but it would be have like one bag in it.
So it's more like I don't know, a Triscuit box, I guess.
Correct. That'd be a good comparison.
I don't like that. I forgot those earlier and I was mentioning crackers.
Yeah.
What do we do after that?
We did the lesser evil, no cheese paleo puffs.
We did the paleo puffs, whole food made from sweet potatoes. What was that other ingredient I couldn't say?
Cassava flour.
Cassava and coconut flour. So gluten-free, animal-free. There's no.
Are you saying it? It is vegan.
Yeah, it's plant-based.
Yes, it is plant-based.
Yeah. One of them there's a honey roasted flavor. So I guess if you didn't want to eat, well, that's not animal; it's animal product.
Well, vegans typically don't eat honey.
Oh, I know. Sorry.
It depends how extreme.
Vegetarian, I guess, but those
Yes.
are options. And then we got our X bars. So the RX bar is many different flavors. These are whole food bars. You can read all the ingredients on this. Everything, you can read all the ingredients on all these snack options. Obviously, Jordan and I would recommend eating more whole foods than these. These are just options of stuff you can have.
For convenience.
Yeah, these are more for convenience or traveling purposes, I would say. And then we got the RX nut butter as well. They have lots of flavors, typically made with egg whites, dates, and some type of nuts. Obviously, if you have a peanut allergy, you'd have to look for the almond ones. But yeah, just different options. So I don't really see any other major questions. Yeah, you can have an apple or pear or fruit or blueberries as well. Those are good snack options. We're just talking about convenient ones you can bring with you places.
Lesser evil in the snack category.
Yeah, lesser evil processed
Yes.
foods. So 4 minutes. Well, we went over on some of the other ones. I think we're getting many other questions. Any last minute questions on any of these?
Nothing?
Nothing much. All different categories. You can check them out in the description if you're on Facebook. Or walnuts. Well, yes, you can have walnuts. I think one of these probably has walnuts in it. All right. I think that's good for today. We'll be back Monday with Bob talking about hip pain and different products that could help with that. So
Awesome.
see you then.
Thank you.